Hello everyone, this is Stella, and last December I watched a 69-year-old grandmother named Margaret Thompson from Tampa break down crying at Gate 47 in Chicago O'Hare International Airport. She had just missed her connection to Seattle. The last available flight before Christmas Eve was completely sold out. She wouldn't arrive in time for Christmas morning with her 3 grandchildren. She'd miss watching them open the presents she'd spent months carefully selecting and wrapping. She'd miss her daughter's famous Christmas morning breakfast tradition. She'd miss her grandson's first Christmas as a toddler. And the absolute worst part that made my heart shatter was hearing her sob into her phone. "I'm so sorry, babies. Grandma won't be there when you wake up on Christmas morning." And here's what makes Margaret's tragedy even more devastating. Her entire nightmare was caused by one preventable booking mistake that thousands of seniors make every single December. Holiday travel for seniors isn't just about getting from point A to point B. It's about being present for the most important family moments of the entire year. It's about watching grandchildren's faces light up on Christmas morning. It's about maintaining precious family traditions. It's about not missing memories that can never be recreated. And what makes me absolutely furious after 15 years working holiday flights is that airlines and booking systems are designed in ways that set seniors up for catastrophic failures during the highest stakes travel period of the year. Today I'm revealing the 7 most common and most devastating mistakes that destroy senior travel before Christmas. Mistakes that cause seniors to miss family gatherings, lose thousands of dollars, spend Christmas alone in airport hotels, or arrive so stressed and exhausted they can't enjoy the celebrations they traveled so far to attend. These aren't minor inconveniences. These are holiday-ruining disasters that happen to hundreds of seniors every single December, and every single one is completely preventable if you know what to watch for. The first catastrophic mistake is booking flights too close to Christmas without understanding the brutal reality of December travel. Here's what airlines and booking sites deliberately don't explain clearly. Flights from December 20th through December 25th operate at maximum capacity with virtually zero backup options. If anything goes wrong, a single weather delay, mechanical issue, or missed connection can strand you for days, not hours, because there are no empty seats anywhere in the system. Last December, at Denver International Airport, Mr. Robert Hayes, age 71, a retired accountant from Phoenix, booked his flight to Boston for December 23rd, thinking he was being smart by avoiding Christmas Eve crowds. His first flight from Phoenix to Denver was delayed 90 minutes due to morning fog. He missed his connection to Boston by 8 minutes. He watched his plane push back from the gate while he was still running down the concourse. The gate agent checked for alternatives. Every single flight to Boston for the next 3 days was completely sold out. The earliest available seat was December 26th. Robert spent Christmas Eve and Christmas Day alone in a Denver airport hotel room eating room service. He missed Christmas dinner with his daughter and her family. He missed meeting his 3-week-old granddaughter for the first time. He missed being in the family photos that his daughter had been planning for months. And he paid $1,847 for last-minute hotel, meals, and rebooking fees. His entire Christmas was destroyed because he booked one day too late. The critical insider secret is, you must book flights to arrive no later than December 22nd. If your Christmas gathering is on December 25th, that gives you a full 72-hour buffer for weather delays, cancellations, and rebooking nightmares. Yes, tickets are more expensive on December 20th through 22nd, but that extra $200 in airfare is infinitely cheaper than missing Christmas entirely or paying thousands in emergency rebooking. And if you absolutely must travel December 23rd or 24th, book the earliest morning flight possible, not afternoon or evening flights that have no backup options if delayed. The second devastating mistake is not requesting and confirming wheelchair assistance at least 48 hours in advance. During December holiday travel, the demand for wheelchair and mobility assistance is triple the normal volume. Every senior traveler is flying to see family. Airports are operating at maximum capacity, and if you show up expecting to request wheelchair service at check-in, you'll likely be told there's a 2 to 3 hour wait or none available at all. 3 weeks ago at Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson during Christmas week, Mrs. Dorothy Martinez, age 73, from Miami, with severe arthritis in both knees, assumed she could request wheelchair assistance when she arrived at the airport. She checked in for her 2 p.m. flight to Chicago for her granddaughter's Christmas pageant. The check-in agent said, "I'm sorry, ma'am. All our wheelchair attendants are completely booked. The earliest available assistance is 5 p.m." Dorothy's flight was boarding in 45 minutes. She had no choice but to attempt walking. She made it through security, but the walk to her gate at the far end of Concourse E was nearly a mile. By the time she reached the gate, she was sweating, dizzy. Her knees were in agonizing pain. She could barely stand. A gate agent called for medical assistance. Paramedics evaluated her. Her blood pressure was dangerously elevated. They strongly recommended she not fly. Dorothy missed her flight, missed the Christmas pageant where her granddaughter was playing Mary for the first time. She spent the afternoon in the airport medical clinic and eventually took a flight the next day. The tradition she'd been excited about for months was gone forever. You must call the airline directly at least 48 hours before your December travel date and specifically confirm wheelchair assistance with a confirmation number. Don't just check a box online. Actually call and verify. Ask them to put notes in your reservation. Get a confirmation number. Then call again 24 hours before departure to reconfirm. During holiday travel, you cannot leave this critical service to chance. Without confirmed assistance, you risk missing flights, suffering medical emergencies, or being unable to make tight connections in massive crowded airports. The third disaster-causing mistake is not checking and triple-checking your actual travel dates. This sounds absurdly simple, but date confusion destroys more senior Christmas travel than almost anything else. Here's why it happens. Booking sites show dates in confusing formats. Seniors book months in advance when December feels far away, and the human brain easily confuses December 24th with December 25th, or Saturday with Sunday when booking weeks or months ahead. Last December 24th at Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport, Mr. Vincent Torres, age 68, a retired firefighter, arrived at 6 a.m. for what he thought was his 8 a.m. flight to Minneapolis for Christmas Eve dinner with his son's family. He approached the check-in kiosk, scanned his confirmation. The screen said, "This flight departed yesterday." Vincent's stomach dropped. He had accidentally booked for December 23rd, not December 24th. He thought he was being organized by booking months in advance, but he clicked the wrong date. Every flight to Minneapolis on December 24th was sold out. The ticket agent found one seat available on December 25th at 3 p.m. Vincent would miss Christmas Eve entirely, miss Christmas morning with his grandkids, and arrive after Christmas dinner was over. He paid $876 for the last-minute rebooking, plus another $200 for an airport hotel. His careful planning turned into an expensive nightmare because of one clicked date. Here's your prevention protocol. Immediately after booking, take a screenshot of your complete itinerary with dates clearly visible. Set 3 calendar reminders on your phone, one for 72 hours before departure, one for 24 hours before, and one for the morning of departure. Each reminder should say, "Confirm flight date is correct." 1 week before travel, call the airline and verbally confirm with an agent, "I'm confirming my flight on day of week." Month, date, departing at time. Make them read back the complete information. This redundant triple-checking feels excessive, but it prevents the single most heartbreaking preventable mistake. The fourth critical mistake is packing wrapped Christmas gifts in checked baggage. Here's what TSA doesn't clearly advertise. During December, they open and inspect more bags than any other month, specifically looking for prohibited items hidden in gift wrapping. They will unwrap your carefully wrapped presents, inspect contents, and leave them in messy piles in your suitcase. But here's the worst part. If your checked bag gets delayed or lost, which happens far more frequently during holiday travel chaos, all those presents are gone. 2 weeks ago at Chicago O'Hare, Mrs. Helen Rodriguez, age 70, from San Antonio, checked a large suitcase containing 8 wrapped Christmas presents for her grandchildren, personalized books, special toys she'd spent months finding, handmade quilts she'd sewn. Her flight from Chicago to Denver was delayed. Her bag missed the connection. The airline said, "Your bag is in Chicago. We'll deliver it to your daughter's address in Denver within 24 to 48 hours. Christmas morning arrived. No bag. Helen had nothing to give her grandchildren. She spent Christmas morning apologizing and crying, while other grandchildren opened presents. Her bag finally arrived. December 27th, 2 days after Christmas, the wrapped presents were torn open by TSA inspection. The surprise was ruined, the magic moment was lost forever, and here's the financial devastation. The airline's baggage liability only covered $50 per lost item. Helen lost over $600 in presents plus the irreplaceable handmade quilts. Never pack wrapped gifts in checked baggage during December travel. Instead, pack gifts unwrapped in your checked bag with wrapping paper and tape. Wrap them after you arrive at your destination. Or better yet, ship presents via ground shipping 2 weeks before you travel, so they're waiting when you arrive. If you absolutely must bring gifts on the plane, pack them unwrapped in your carry-on where you control them at all times. The minor inconvenience of wrapping at destination is infinitely better than losing Christmas presents or having TSA destroy your careful wrapping. The fifth devastating mistake is not having travel insurance with proper coverage for December weather cancellations. Most seniors either don't buy travel insurance at all, thinking, what could go wrong? Or they buy the cheapest basic coverage that doesn't actually cover weather-related cancellations, which are the #1 cause of December travel disasters. Last December, at Dallas-Fort Worth, Mr. and Mrs. James Peterson, ages 72 and 70, from Seattle, were flying to Orlando to spend Christmas week with their daughter and 3 grandchildren at Disney World. They'd booked this trip 8 months in advance, paid $3,200 for flights, and a week at a Disney resort hotel, December 22nd morning. A massive ice storm hit Dallas. The airport shut down completely. All flights canceled. Their flight to Orlando was canceled. The airline said, "We'll rebook you on the next available flight." The next available flight was December 28th. Christmas week would be completely over. The non-refundable Disney hotel reservation would be wasted. They'd miss Christmas entirely. They asked about refunds. The airline said, "Weather cancellations are not our responsibility. No refunds." Their basic travel insurance said, "Weather is an excluded circumstance." James and Patricia lost the entire $3,200, spent Christmas at home, and never got to see their grandchildren's faces at Disney World. All because they didn't spend the extra $89 for comprehensive travel insurance with weather coverage. You must purchase travel insurance that specifically includes cancel for any reason coverage or at minimum weather-related delay coverage. Read the policy carefully. Many cheap policies exclude weather delays. Call the insurance company directly and ask specifically, "If my flight is canceled due to winter weather in December, am I covered?" Get their answer in writing via email. The extra cost for proper coverage is usually 6 to 8% of your total trip cost. For a $2,000 trip, that's $120 to $160. Expensive, yes, but infinitely cheaper than losing everything if December weather strikes. The sixth mistake is booking tight connection times under 2 hours during December travel. What works perfectly in June will destroy you in December. Holiday travel operates with longer security lines, more crowded gates, frequent weather delays, and maximum passenger loads. That 75-minute connection that seems reasonable is actually a ticking time bomb. Last Christmas week at Charlotte Douglas International Airport, Mrs. Barbara Wilson, age 68, from Portland, booked a flight to New York with a 90-minute connection in Charlotte. She thought 90 minutes was plenty of time. Her first flight from Portland was delayed 30 minutes due to de-icing. She landed in Charlotte with 60 minutes until her New York departure. Charlotte Airport during Christmas week is absolute chaos. Security recheck took 25 minutes. The walk to her connecting gate took another 15 minutes. She arrived at the gate as they were closing the door. They wouldn't let her board. The next available flight to New York was December 26th. She missed Christmas Eve and Christmas Day with her sister, who she only sees once a year. She spent Christmas alone in a Charlotte airport hotel crying, all because her connection was 30 minutes too tight for December reality. During December travel, you must book connections with minimum 2 hours for domestic flights and minimum 3 hours for international connections. Yes, this makes your total travel time longer. Yes, you'll spend more time in airports, but you'll actually make your connections, actually arrive at your destination, and actually get to spend Christmas with your family. Airlines release December flight schedules 11 months in advance. Book early, so you can choose itineraries with longer, safer connections. If the only available option has tight connections, consider flying in one day earlier and spending a night at a hotel near your final destination. That extra hotel night costs $120, but guarantees you'll be there for Christmas morning. The seventh and final mistake is not having a detailed written backup plan for when things go wrong. Hope is not a strategy. During December travel, you must assume something will go wrong and have a complete backup plan ready to execute immediately. Here's what airlines don't tell you. When mass cancellations happen during December weather events, the phone lines get jammed with thousands of passengers calling simultaneously. Wait times reach 4 to 6 hours. By the time you get through, all the backup flights are gone. Last December 23rd, a massive snowstorm hit the Northeast. Airlines canceled over 2,000 flights. Mrs. Margaret Sullivan, age 71, from Miami, was trying to get to Boston for Christmas with her family. Her flight was canceled. She called the airline. The automated system said, "Current wait time is 4 hours." She waited on hold for 4 hours. By the time an agent answered, every backup option was sold out. She spent Christmas in Miami alone. Meanwhile, her seatmate on the canceled flight, a business traveler in his 40s, immediately opened the airline app on his phone, rebooked himself on an alternate route through Philadelphia, and made it to Boston by Christmas Eve. He knew the system. Margaret didn't. Here's your complete backup plan you must create before you travel. Write down these numbers physically on paper, the airline's direct phone number, and their elite status line, which has shorter waits. Download the airline's mobile app and create an account with your frequent flyer number. Even if you don't fly often, save the confirmation numbers for multiple alternate flights to your destination on different airlines. If your flight cancels, you immediately open the app and try rebooking yourself, while simultaneously calling the phone number. Research alternate routes like driving, trains, or flying to nearby cities, and renting a car for the final leg. Book a refundable hotel room near your connecting airport just in case. Have your adult children ready to help you navigate rebooking online if technology isn't your strength. Now here's your complete action plan to protect your Christmas travel. Step 1 when booking flights in December. Arrive at destination no later than December 22nd for December 25th. Gatherings. Book connections with minimum 2 hours. Choose early morning flights that have more backup options. Step 2 immediately after booking. Triple check your travel dates are correct. Screenshot your complete itinerary. Set 3 phone reminders to verify dates. Step 3, at least 48 hours before travel. Call airline directly to confirm wheelchair assistance with confirmation number. Reconfirm your complete itinerary verbally. Verify all special services are actually in the system. Step 4, when packing. Never pack wrapped gifts in checked baggage. Pack gifts unwrapped or ship them ahead. Bring medications and essentials in carry-on. Step 5, purchase comprehensive travel insurance with weather coverage and cancel for any reason option. Step 6, create written backup plan with alternate flights, phone numbers, and contingency options. Step 7, arrive at airport 3 hours early during December travel, not the usual 2 hours. The difference between spending Christmas morning watching your grandchildren open presents versus spending it alone in an airport hotel comes down to avoiding these 7 devastating mistakes. Airlines and booking systems profit when seniors don't understand December travel realities. They make money from rebooking fees. They save money when you don't request services. They're counting on you to make these mistakes. But now you know exactly how to protect yourself and your precious holiday plans. If this video opened your eyes to mistakes you are about to make with your Christmas travel, hit that like button right now, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss next week's video about the 10 airports that have the worst senior services and how to navigate them successfully. Share this immediately with your parents, grandparents, any senior traveler with December plans. One share could save someone's entire Christmas. Remember, holiday travel isn't just about transportation. It's about being present for irreplaceable family moments. Protect your plans. Travel smart. This is Stella.